Hi everybody and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on this YouTube journey. Before you see a place card, if you wish to donate to the channel, you got 3 different options that you can use, and I am very grateful if you can. I am also grateful for all the thumbs up, all the beautiful comments letting me know how these general readings resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, don't pick it up and take it. Don't belong to you. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, a little notification bell, so that you know when I go live. I usually go live on a daily basis, and then I usually go live once a week to answer questions. And if you have something laying on your heart that needs answered, you don't want to miss that live stream. Also, if you know somebody these videos will resonate with, go right ahead and share it. All of that helps out the channel, along with donations if you wish to donate to the channel. All of that I am very grateful for, and it really does help out the channel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. Alright, this video is for the star sign of Taurus, for the new moon that we got coming in Pisces. So the new moon in Pisces is a time of profound emotional, spiritual, and creative energy, acting as a final restful pause before the astrological new year begins in Aries. Occurring at the end of the zodiac, this moon encourages us to go inward, release what is no longer needed, and plant seeds for future growth in a quiet, intuitive way. So pay attention to your dreams and always use your discernment, Taurus. Pisces rules the subconscious, making this a potent time for vivid dreams, high emotional sensitivity, and divine downloads. Endings and beginnings, because Pisces is the last sign. It blends with the endings and new beginnings, which will be the spring equinox, which starts off Aries season. So new beginnings, new seasons, which Aries is the first sign. So blends with endings and new beginnings, allowing for the dissolution of old stagnant energy, paving the way for spiritual growth. This energy fosters a deep sense of connection, compassion, and artistic inspiration. Instead of acting on rigid goals, this moon invites you to trust in the unseen and navigating life with flow rather than trying to force something. So it's a good time to emotionally detox by journaling and meditating to allow buried emotions to surface and release. Let go of attachments that have outlived their purpose. Pisces is a water sign, so engage in rituals like taking a salt bath, meditating near water, or just simply staying hydrated to aid in cleansing. In other words, drink lots of water. Set intentions. While this moon is gentle, it is still a time to plant seeds, especially those related to creativity, spiritual practices, and healings. So planting them seeds. It is springtime. Things are birthing. And then when fall comes, you'll be able to reap the harvest of the seeds that you planted in this new moon. Clear the space. Dedicate time to remove mental or physical clutter from your life to make space for new and positive experiences. So avoid forcing outcomes or trying to act with excessive force. And avoid codependency with the high emotional sensitivity of this moon. Be mindful of setting boundaries so you do not drain your energy by caring for others to the detriment of your own self. The new moon in Pisces on March 18th is particularly significant because it occurs with Saturn and Neptune in early Aries, suggesting a need to ground new visions in reality. It follows a chaotic eclipse season, acting as restoration that helps you with clearing an emotional detox before the spring equinox. All right, so that's a little bit about the moon's energy and how to utilize it, the do's and the don'ts. Okay, Taurus. So, for the Taurus Collective, let's pull a moon card for the Taurus Collective, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Something with your houses. See, the cards keep wanting to build a house. So you could have something in your first house that is very significant, Taurus. Because or in the 12th house, either the 12th house or the first house, it could be very significant to your journey. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit, for the Taurus Collective. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon in eclipse. So we just had the full moon, blood moon eclipse in Virgo. Virgo was in the south node. So what is happening, what is concluding for your Taurus, especially with the Virgo energy, I just seen 555, is changes are happening. Some of them are welcome, some of them are unwelcome. I feel like you have your ancestors to lean on, but concluding these old patterns and habits of overanalyzing things, of always trying to be perfect, of ignoring your health, even because Virgo rules all of that, right? These things are concluding and they are within reach, and you're going to learn to surrender everything to the divine here, Taurus. So let's talk a little bit about the Virgo energy, which rules work, health routines, fitness, acts of kindness or service, enemy, and disease. In the mutable sign of Virgo, which talks about flexibility. So don't worry, right? Something about worry here. Something is, conclusions are within reach, so don't worry. Just surrender that worry and cares over to the divine. Something about Wednesday, maybe perhaps on the new moon energy, because the new moon is on March 18th, 17th, or 18th, depending on where you're at in the world. So don't be so harshly to judge your situation. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so over analytical. Take that break, that much needed break that you are working on. It also rules Mercury, and Taurus. Mercury is currently in retrograde. So definitely surrender your worry, anxiety, or fear over to the divine and allow the divine to handle it, because they are stepping in to help conclude something particular in your life, Taurus. All right, so what's next? We are going to roll some dice. So let's get some information with the dice energy. All right. The dice for Taurus. Okay, so we do have a negative answer on the outside here. We only have one dice, so I kind of feel like it's a little teeter-tottery here. Something maybe about a new beginning or something that is being brought to your attention, because I have the one face in the circle. The one represents an affirmative answer. So it's like you're a little worried, right? With something, as whether or not the timing, because I do see the essence of worry, and that's why I feel like you're going back and forth with the situation, right? But the divine is saying surrender that worry over to us, because worry is just a wasted emotion, and what it's doing is it's blocking something for you. The energy of one coming through here. So one talks about manifestation. It talks about your willpower. It also talks about your masculine side, Taurus. I see 144, 1144, 7s are coming through here as well. I also see the energy of 8, 7, and then 6 and a 1 is a 7, 7, 7, 7. So I feel like Spirit is telling you, yes, conclusions are within reach. Surrender that worry over to the divine, right? Surrender it over to the divine. Remain grounded in the present moment, right? Because what you are building very strongly here. Um, so I feel like you're a little back and forth, and that's an emotion that you need to detox as to second guessing the divine, right? And one of the ways to release it is to do some breathing work, because you're so close, right? So close to achieving this goal, to concluding this profound cycle. All right, so you are definitely manifesting something, and then it's up towards the north. So you're manifesting something. You are on your north node. If you're questioning if you misstepped, Spirit is saying no, you did not misstep. You were on the right path, is what I feel they're telling you, because this is definitely facing the north, which is your north node. All right, Taurus. I feel like there is a new adventure coming. There is life changes coming. Conclusions are within reach. There's been a lot of challenges. I see 555. There has been a lot of challenges, a lot of tower moments, right? But I feel like for some of you, because we do have the energy of this in a center, and it's basically in a straight line, things are lining up for you. So you need to stay in that energy of balance and trusting your intuition, because the divine got you, Taurus. They got you. So breathe it out. Whatever is coming up, do some breathing work, because the breathing work will help you to release these old habitual patterns of overanalyzing things, of not seeing things clearly, of not trusting your intuition. All right. I am seeing 666, so let's see what that says. Focus on spirit to balance and heal your life. Tell heaven about any fears you have concerning material supply, and be open to receive help in love, movement, and growth. That is so beautiful, and it goes right along with conclusions are within reach, and to surrender that worry over to the divine. This is absolutely beautiful and so on point. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and do some clarification. So the second guessing, right? And I feel like with the 2 and the 1, that's a 3, and the 4 is facing me. That's the energy of 7. 7 talks about the challenges that we need to overcome for soul's growth. So you're definitely, you're not walking the straight line in your north node, but guess what? No path is perfectly straight, right? So here you are, straight up into your north node. You're on the right path, is what the Spirit wants to tell you. You were on the right path here, Taurus. And you need to trust it. So let's clarify the 2 energy on the outside of the circle. Yep, look, the Ace of Cups. You definitely need to trust your intuition. Stop second guessing yourself, right? You are walking in an unknown territory, and that's okay if you can't see things as clearly as you want to. But the reason why, Taurus, you're not seeing things clearly is because you're letting this worry and this anxiety teeter-tottering back and forth, blocking your intuition. You need to trust that the divine got you. I feel like the divine is cutting karmic cords for you, because I feel like you had a group of people that were around you that they did not have your best interest at heart. I am seeing 666. I feel like these people were working on demonic time. For those of you, they could have even tried to send you a demon to attach to you. And the divine, maybe some of you have been praying, have been asking for some help. So it's very, very important to trust the insight that you get in your dreams. Trust your intuition. Make sure that you trust the divine, because the divine is saying, listen, my child, I love you. Here's a cup, right? Detox, feeling backstab, betrayed. Because you do have a group of people who are being sneaky and shady. But you, my dear, are on the right path, all right? So let's clarify The five could represent something in the south node with the full moon eclipse in Virgo that we just had. Something maybe with the fifth house. The fifth house rules creativity, children, romance, speculation, play, somebody, yeah, you had some people who were in competition with you, and these people were in their south node. All right, but you, my dear, are in you're on your path. You are in your north node, in your path here, but you definitely had a group of people who were secretly trying to compete with you. um they were playing with you, playing with your emotions, and they were trying to get you to change direction by staying in these repetitive patterns. All right, so let's clarify the five that's located in the south node. Yeah, we have Gemini, but it's on its side, so you're on the fence here. We have the Queen of Pentacles, who is like, it's on a, and I feel like that's you, Taurus. You're on the fence about a situation here, but I feel like you are so much on the fence because 3, 6, yeah, the Ten of Swords, because of all the backstab and betrayal that this group of people did to you. These people are a bunch of cowards, right? It could very well be ex-lovers as well. These were karmic lovers. That I feel like whoever was in competition with you felt very entitled, felt very greedy. They just didn't want to put the work in, right? And this is a repetitive pattern that you could be mirroring back to this person, and it's making them very uncomfortable. I feel like the divine is saying, listen, my child, you can lean on me. Something about the energy of Gemini is coming through here. You could have Gemini somewhere in your chart, heavily in your chart. So I feel like Spirit is telling you it's okay, you can lay down that swords. You have the capability to break yourself free of this mental cage that these people are trying to entrap you in. I feel like they're telling you to listen more to your heart, especially with the Ace of Cups coming over here. Listen more to your heart. Don't give up on love just because you've been backstabbed and betrayed in the past. Okay? That is what I feel. And you could very well be connected to a Gemini, a Virgo, of course another Taurus, and a Capricorn. So let's pull a clarifier for the energy of one. You can see the Three of Cups is facing you. So there could have been a coven of people or a group of people who were just addicted to having things handed to them, right? We have the 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse talks about something was blocked. I feel like the divine blocked somebody's plan. Yeah, because they were just coming in looking for a fight. Like, I feel like you like internally are conflicted here. And I feel like in this new moon Pisces, you're letting go of being conflicted and you're learning to trust in the divine plan. I also feel like too, you need to be aware of where you put your energy and your focus at. And I feel like this person was trying to get you to focus on fear. They were trying to get you to focus on worry, anxiety, right? And I feel like they were working together with 2 other people, 3 people, at least 3 people. Trying to turn your world upside down. The Seven of Pentacles could represent the seventh house, which rules partnerships. They were trying to alienate you. Trying to alienate you. You could have had a particular karmic ex who really stuck all 10 of them swords in your back. This person, this Queen of Pentacles, they were just so, I don't know, they just really felt entitled to your manifestation. They were entitled to what you were working on, is what I feel. Oh, look, we have the demon, the devil over here. With what is that? The King of Cups, right? So this person could be masking themselves as well. But I also feel, Taurus, it's very important for you to stay in check with your masculine and feminine energies. The King of Cups is somebody who is very intuitive. Somebody who's not afraid to express their emotions, but still be a man about it, right? Somebody who's very balanced, masculine and feminine. And I feel like, Taurus, you need to do this. I feel like this person could be coming in and confessing to you that they care about you. By letting go of addictions, old habits, old patterns of being in third-party situations, right? With the Three of Cups there, being in third-party situations. I feel like this was an old habit or pattern, perhaps, that you were stuck in, Taurus, of being in third-party situations, always a repetitive pattern of being used as an option when it comes to lovers. And that's why you got the seventh house coming through here. Some of you may have Gemini in the seventh house or Taurus in the seventh house as well. But I feel like you are healing that, and you are learning self-love and self-respect by concluding these karmic patterns of these sneaky snake, lion, shady energies of here for the good time, not the long time energy. All right. So get out of your head and more in your heart, and trust that the divine got your back. All right. That is what I feel for you. So let's go ahead and pull some signs from Spirit. Give me one for the Nine of Swords and the energy of one. When it comes to leadership, strength, and willpower. Yeah, you're transmuting that. You are transmuting that negative thought pattern, right? We have cards here. Something is faded. Something about the cards and being faded. I do feel you're mirroring something. Somebody is masking something here. And you're mirroring back to this person, Taurus, that maybe you two are faded counterparts. But this person is too much wrapped up in their head to see clearly. All right. Gemini on the fence with the 5 energy of freedom, life changes in their south node. So something needs to change. Yeah, we have spirit of the fae. Mischief, fantasy, and play. So somebody is living in a fantasy world, is what I see here. Somebody could be fantasizing about you as well. So with the Gemini card, you may have a very important choice to make. And I also feel too, when we're in our north nodes, it's allowing destiny and fate to take control. I feel like you have a special skill here of transmuting negative energy and turning it into power. But you have this energy down here of somebody being very mischievous, somebody who is fantasizing and lives in a fantasy world. Um, Somebody playing and toying with your emotions. 3 people, a coven even. 3 people who are playing with your emotions, wanting to keep you in this repetitive pattern, right? So the 2 and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, this is definitely about a partnership. Definitely about a partnership. So yeah, you're definitely freeing yourself, right? You're freeing yourself here. And this is the star. So the Aquarius new moon could have sent you in a direction which is helping you to free yourself from people, places, and situations who are like toxic friend circles. People keep you blind, right? We have this energy of jealousy. So being jealous, somebody who is a friendship circle that you were in, you could be finding out that somebody truly did not care about you. They were very envious. They were very jealous, right? And then we got communication coming in. So there's definitely communication coming in with a letter, an email, a text, a phone call, somebody expressing themselves. All right, so let's clarify the Ace and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, so something about timing. Yeah, live a life that would make you jealous. So somebody was definitely jealous of you. And what you did was you transmuted this, right? Somebody was very jealous. Jealous about a particular partnership here. So divine timing, when the time is right. So the conclusions are within reach. Divine timing is at play. Fate is at play. Destiny is at play. Okay. Spirit of Fae, mischief, play, fantasy. Gemini on the fence. And the 5 energy when it talks to changes. Yeah. Difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. So yeah, journey, the road, right? It has been difficult. They were jealous and they were trying to cause difficulties on your journey by using magic. So it could have been elemental magic, this coven, trying to cause you a lot of tower moments. But this difficulty was part of your fate, part of your destiny. And now that you're on this road, after all the difficulties, all the challenges of jealousy and envy and that has stung you, right? You're learning to trust the divine here. You're learning to trust your intuition. You are being led to a beautiful destination. So breathe it out. It's definitely some sort of communication coming in, back around. Yeah, you're a star seed. A guiding light in the dark. New growth through endings. You shifted your belief system, and that's exactly what Spirit is telling you. Shift your belief system, because your rebirth is here. A guiding light in the darkness, right? That's that fairy light shining through. So you've been in the dark, right? In the unknown territory here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? But you're being guided by the stars. You're being guided by the cosmos. You're being guided by your higher self, your star family. You are a star seed. All right, that is what I see. Let's take a look at the bottom of this deck. Yeah, so definitely you are being freed. You're channeling songs, something about going on a trip, reconciling with somebody, and maybe going on a trip with somebody. There's the mass healing coming through there, right? You could have had a male individual who was just trying to get revenge. So they played with marine magic to cause you a lot of challenges, cause you a lot of backstab, betrayed, right? Betraying you. They could have been traveling, such as astral traveling, right? Alrighty. All because they thought you were beautiful. And they were jealous of it. And they were trying to block this connection. So let's bring out the spirit guides. What final message do you want to give to Taurus? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. What final message do you want to give to Taurus? That's a lot of cards. Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. You be your authentic self. Set your intentions, trust your intuition, and possess the self-confidence that you deserve. Be yourself. Trust your intuition because you're being divinely guided. Divine timing is a play here. Thank you for watching, Taurus.